Carly. I am Kate's oldest sister. I'm going to make this short and sweet because I'm starting to have contractions. just kidding. Glad I got you all paying attention now.
They gave her the drum. They gave her the drum.
So I have a heart attack. On behalf of my family, I want to thank you for sharing this day with us. I know you've been looking forward to this portion of the evening, not one, but two maid of honor speeches. I'm shaking so bad. This isn't my first rodeo when it comes to speeches. This marks my third speech as maid of honor, but my first one that I'm actually sober at this point in the evening. This is a lot easier with tequila. Well, it's certainly a compliment to be given this distinction in a bridal party. Being Kate's older sister has been one of the great honors of my life. Nothing quite beats being 6 years old and having a real-life baby doll to play with. My fondest memories of Kate are getting off the school bus to see Kate with her red rosy cheeks, wearing only a diaper, in the door yelling, "Sisty's home," when she would see me coming. I have to thank my parents for always setting the rules and expectations on how we would treat each other as siblings. I'm sure that wasn't easy for them at the time, and expecting 3 girls to get along at all times seems, quite frankly, a little unrealistic, and requires a whole lot of patience. I'm sure I didn't always want to include Kate and Kara in everything I did as a teenager, but because that was always the expectation, I have not only 2 sisters as an adult today, but 2 best friends. I even had to include Kara in that as I said that. Kate spent hours of her life at my events when she was growing up, coloring books in the stands at Little League games, snacks in a blanket at field hockey tournaments, and books in the car waiting for me to finish piano lessons. Life as a younger sibling is just perpetually waiting for the older ones to finish what they're doing. As time went on, I was then happy to return the favor, cheering Kate on during her field hockey career at Bucknell and listening to her defend her dissertation at Penn State, which I can literally tell you I have no idea what she said for 2 hours. I'm really proud of her. While she was my little sister waiting in the car or sitting on that blanket, I want to thank Kate for always being there for me while we were growing up, and continuing to be there for me now as we both enter new phases of our lives together, beginning marriages and starting families. If you were at the ceremony today, you would have heard the beautiful music played by our family friend and piano teacher, Mr. Scott Coates. Before Kate went off to her freshman year at Bucknell, Mr. Coates told us that he really hoped Kate would meet a young man that he knew went there, because he thought they'd be the perfect pair and someone my parents would be happy for Kate to date. Unfortunately, Kate never met that young man. Of course, that boy was Mike. Mr. Coates taught with Mike's parents, Mary Therese and Bob Russin at Wyoming Valley West, and therefore knew Mike as he grew up. As fate would have it, Mike's dorm room ended up just down the hallway from Kate, and they would indeed meet Kate's freshman year. Is that actually completely accurate? Sorry. Now you're like, is she even reliable? I can't trust her. It went a little something like that. Kate had a short run-in with Mike prior to that, when Mike picked up pizza at Kate's prestigious place of employment, Lovin'. Mike stood out to Kate at that time because he was wearing a Bucknell t-shirt advertising his fraternity with the words, "How will you vote? Democratic Party, Republican Party, or House Party?" From the time that Kate introduced Mike to our family, he fit right in. Today just makes it official, and we couldn't be happier to add a son and brother to our clan of girls. Mike is the type of person you just want to be around. He's smart, somewhat athletic, funny, wears salmon-colored shorts that are dangerously above the knee for a male. Ever so humbly seeks opportunities to remind us that he graduated from the prestigious Wyoming Seminary while we attended public school. And is comfortable enough in his manhood to tune in weekly to The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. It's truly a dream to have a brother-in-law that can update you on who got the final rose. We've missed the episode the night before. There's a great picture from my wedding when I'm coming down the aisle with my husband Tom, exiting the church, and our first moments as husband and wife. I'm smiling ear to ear, much like Kate was today. But I'm laughing in the picture because Mike had leaned over the aisle and said, "Hey, you want to get out of here and grab a drink?" I'm excited for Kate to have found a partner like Mike, because someone that is always positive and can make you laugh no matter the circumstance makes your life exponentially better. I'm sure Mike's happy and positive attitude contributed to you getting through the last 10 years of your relationship, almost 7 of which were long distance. Ironically, having spent your entire lives only minutes from each other without knowing. During that long distance portion of your relationship, you have always valued what it means to carry each other's hearts, and you have never taken that for granted. You never went on a break because that would have been easier, and you never gave up on your own independent goals in education, but rather supported each other's dreams. Because of this challenging road you've already traveled, your marriage is starting out on a strong foundation to withstand whatever life throws your way. At this point, Mike, I'd like you to take Kate's hand and put your hand on top of Kate's hand. Mike, soak in this very moment, because this is indeed the last time you will have the upper hand in this relationship. Raise your glasses and let's have the best night celebrating Kate and Mike.